Hey folks, DJ with the Rabbit's Cool Garage, and today we're going to do a little bit of work on this 2007 FJ Cruiser. And what I got was one of those A-Trac buttons for it. A-Trac stands for Active Traction Control, and basically what it does is A-Trac, Active Traction Control, will, if you have a wheel slipping on either side, it will transfer the power to the other side and I believe put a brake on the side that's slipping, so you get a little better traction, and it will work on, you know, the front to front and back to back. But this has a rear locker, so you know you could use just a rear locker, or you could use A-Trac. I mean, A-Trac will still do the same whether you have the locker on or not. Anyway, so yeah, this is supposed to be a simple plug and play, less than 2-minute job, so we're going to do that. The other thing is I have these brackets that mount up on the windshield, or up on the cowl right here next to the hood. And what those are for is they will, it allows you to mount some floodlights or whatever you want right up there onto the hood. I don't have lights yet, but I do have the brackets. I have lights on order. But yeah, so it allows you to mount those lights. So first we're going to do the A-Trac, which is supposed to be easy, and then we'll do the brackets. So stick with me. Okay, so your A-Trac button is supposed to be on the top row, the third one over. So we're just going to pop out this blank, and there should be a wire attached to the back of it, and there is. So let's pull that out. And then the button's supposed to just pop right into it. So let's see. Yeah, fit. Alright. This is an original Toyota part, by the way. I bought an actual Toyota part number. So and then you just slip it back in. There's on, there's off. So now let's turn it on. All my lights went out. A-Trac on. Oh, I forgot. In order for A-Trac to work, you have to be in neutral and you have to be in full wheel low. Okay? Now, A-Trac. And my A-Trac button comes on. So, let me get the camera out over here and I'll show you the light. Okay, I am, let's see. I'm in neutral now. No, that's drive. There's neutral. I am in full wheel low, and I'm going to hit the A-Trac button. And there you go. The little A-Trac light came on right there. So, yeah, it's as simple as that. And this is just a standard model. This is not one of the upgraded ones. It's just, you know, your average everyday FJ Cruiser. So, I mean, you can see I don't have the compasses or anything there. So, yeah, alright, that was quick and easy. Let's turn that off, get it out of full wheel low, and move on to mounting those light brackets. Alright, for the lights, I went ahead and bought a switch just off of Amazon, and it looks like it matches the other ones really well. So I don't know which one I actually want to put it in. Probably this one closest to me, and it just says fog lights on it. I'm not going to hook it up yet because I don't have the lights. But I'm just going to put it there in place and make sure that everything's going to work good for it. So, no, that one has a wire, so let's move on. Let's try the bottom one down here. Yeah, bottom one doesn't have a wire on it. So, yeah, bottom one doesn't have a wire, so that's where I'm going to put this switch. Right there. You can put it anywhere you want. Even though that one has a wire, you can put it there if you want it. I'm just not putting it there because I don't know what that wire is for, and I want to leave it in case I need it for something else. So there we go. That will be my fog lights or trail lights on the front. Now let's actually get to put the brackets on themselves. Alright, first thing we got to do is take these struts off on each side of the hood, because the hood hinge the strut will make it push the hood forward and be almost impossible to, not impossible, but very hard to get the hinge back to where it needs to be. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way. And I'm just using a little screwdriver. There's a little clip right here you gotta pull off. Be careful not to lose it. Keep your hands on it. Pull it off. Alright, set it to the side. Don't lay it in here somewhere because you don't want to, well, there's a little gap right there. I'll just lay it there. And then this one should just pop right off, and it does. Alright, now the hood's not going to hold itself up, so I'm going to run to the other side and take it off. Don't make the mistake I made. I went ahead and just tried to pull this thing off with my hands, and I pulled it all the way up, including this part. So I went out and got my little plastic pry bar, and that did it. There we go. Now we got one stuck. Let's see. If you get one stuck, you can reach up under there and just pinch the pieces together. Bend it back out when you're done. But you just pinch these two little pieces right here together and it'll come right out. Here are the two hinge bolts that the mount goes to. Let me grab it and show you real quick. They'll sit down on these bolts right there, just like that. See? And then this will go like that. So that's what it's supposed to look like once you get it installed. I'm going to pop these two bolts out of this hood hinge, and hopefully hopefully the hood doesn't shift too much. I'm hoping the hood doesn't move at all. That would be awesome, but I highly doubt that's what's going to happen. And it didn't. Perfect. Hood didn't move at all. Now this did come with new bolts, and I'm guessing they're extended because of the new height, because you're adding another bracket to it. So, but it didn't come. All it came with was 4 bolts and the neoprene to go underneath the bracket itself. So let's you know what, I'd feel better if I had a lock washer on that. Let me go find a lock washer. Well, I don't have any lock washers, so I've got the new bolts for it. So what I'll do is I'll put some blue Loctite on them. That should be good enough. Yeah, let's try that. So this is supposed to sit right like that. Ooh. Looks like it's matching up pretty well. So I'm just gonna put the bolts in without the blue Loctite for now, and just make sure that it's gonna fit and everything's gonna work together. The socket that came with the kit, or the bolts that came with the kit, are a 14 millimeter, and the ones you take out of your Toyo is 12 millimeter. So let's go ahead and spin these down. I'm gonna try to put this piece back on and see how it looks. I highly recommend to get these pieces. I'm gonna have to order new ones because these are all, well, that one's broke and these two are okay, but that one's broke. So I didn't want to, I would like to just have new ones, that's all. I'm sure there was an easier way to get that off, but I apparently didn't do it. So that's in. This one. Dang it, the rubber piece came out again. There we go. No, why? What's happening? I think that is hitting the bracket. So I'm gonna grab a pair of pliers and just bend that over a little bit and see what happens. I bent it over just right where it comes together. That way, you know, I can bend it back out if I need to. If I mess something up, which I'm pretty good at doing. So let's see if we can't get this back together. Yeah. Nope, don't forget the rubber piece up here. It's a pain in the butt to get in afterwards. So there we go. I know it's still rocking on that piece again. So I guess we'll have to bend it out more. I don't want to bend it too much. Maybe just bend it all the way over. How about that? It's fitting in, but these two plastic pieces that hold it down are broken, so they're not. It's just not snapping into place. But that's basically what it'll look like. And then this will go right on top of it, just like that. Just like that. So, yeah, I think it looks okay. Again, I still need to put the neoprene underneath it there, but and bend it just a little bit so it sits flush. But yeah, that's the basic install. It's not really that hard. I've heard people have had to cut their brackets and things like that. I don't have that problem. My only problem is that the bracket, or the when you take this off, oh, there it went. Look, see, now it went. When you take this off, you're gonna need new place holders, whatever they call them, the little plastic clips. Clips, there you go. You're gonna need new clips, and if I had new clips, I'd be done by now. So, yeah, that's the basic install of it. And the other side is the exact same way. I mean, you do, well, hang on. This side's basically the same way. The only thing you have to deal with is the antenna. So, let's take it off. And then you gotta pop this little rubber boot off. Mine's cracked. I think I'm gonna get a new one. But I still don't want to tear this one up because I don't have a new one yet. Yeah, there, I just ripped it. Yeah, it definitely needs a new one. Yeah, see? Alright, well, I guess we know what I'm ordering next. So, there's your lesson from this. Get all 4 clips. They're just little plastic ones. You'll save yourself a lot of headache. And also get a new antenna boot. And while you're at it, put a shorty antenna on. That's what I put this on before, so yeah, I won't bore you with the rest of it. I'm just, you know, doing the exact same thing I did on the other side. So yeah, if you could go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, really helps. So I know people say it doesn't once you've reached a certain point, but it really does, because it shows interaction with your channel, that people are you know, liking your stuff. And you know, if you can think of a better way to do what I just did, leave a comment, because this is how I don't know how to do it, so I'm just guessing. Like I said, I'm not a professional. So, alright, I will catch y'all in the next video. Hopefully the next video will be me putting lights onto those brackets. Catch you on the next one.